was it? Oh, fuck off. Hi. Only turn back up. Oh, I don't know. No idea what I'm doing on this, me. Oh, I don't. Right, can I invite? How do I invite you? One new message. Oh, I don't know. Don't even know what I'm doing here, me. Don't know how you invite people. I don't know where my bloody screen's gone to. And I can't hear no. Oh, hell knows. Right, so what's everyone's opinion on the riots? Oh, I think I've got someone. I have no idea what I'm doing, me. This is my newbie thing. That's it. I think I'm halfway there. So, what's your opinion on the riots then?
Absolutely shit.
It's absolutely stupid, isn't it? I mean, why would you go around wrecking your own towns? I don't understand it.
Yeah. Wait, which riot is this? Is this the one that happened in
I'm Sheffield, me, but so we had the hotel, you know, with the where they had the immigrants in Rotherham. Did you see it?
Yeah.
I just can't understand why they've made a big deal about it. I understand, like, obviously it stemmed from the you know, the killing of those girls, but I don't think that was a terrorist attack. Do you?
No.
I mean, it's just been in the paper, in my local paper, about there was a seven. In fact, I don't think he was 17. I'm not sure. At school, anyway, he attacked somebody, and he was white. It was a white person who he attacked, and nobody said that was a terrorist. You know, blamed religion on that or anything like. It's just, and I think they need to go to government buildings. What do you think? I think this is just gotten out of hand by the media. I think the media have got so much to answer for with the misinformation and things like that. So come on, guys. What's your opinion on it? How would you go about doing a protest? What's your answers? And I don't know how to get people to join. Like, if they want to speak, I don't know. I've done lives before. I've got loads of followers. I've got my own YouTube channel, Flying High, Living Low. But I have no idea how I come on here and do requesting things. I've no idea. Do I sort of ask people? Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know. Come on, guys. Help me out here. It's invitation sent to somebody, but who have we got? Hi, it's my partner in crime.
All right.
It's my partner in crime. So come on then. What the hell do you make of it?
What we on
The
about today?
riots. I mean, it's stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting out of hand now. There's one in. I'm just been watching one.
Yeah.
Police are getting ready for one in Barnsley by the looks of it.
Okay, now Barnsley will not know what's bleeding at them. They are bloody racist in Barnsley. Sorry if anyone's from Barnsley, guys, but that's what it is.
Yeah, I've just seen police take a dog off somebody because it's not muzzled.
No, that's his wife.
That looks like they're ready to start again.
No, but come on, though. They need to be going to government buildings, don't they? Not smashing their own town up.
Yeah, well, that's what I think, but it makes no sense, does it?
I mean, I seen you did a video on it, but I'd also seen it previous to that. The first guy who was in court for it, he was crying. He was sat crying in the dock.
Yeah, and I've seen another couple of articles from different people around country have been doing the same, crying.
Exactly. You know, it's like, what? Do you not think that if if I just randomly went down and got 10 people out of the crowd, and I tested them for alcohol and drugs, over half of them 10 people would be fueled by, say, sniff and alcohol.
Did you see that one yesterday outside Town Hall? Or the
Bits of it.
anti-racism process? Well, there were a couple of people, there were like 3 or 4 people arrested there, and they were all drunk.
Exactly.
It
I
was
mean,
like, in the time when you were sat on stairs drinking a bottle of vodka.
Exactly. You know, it's like, wow.
And then
It's like fucking... You what, darling?
And then he got done for drunk and disorderly because he was shouting. So they went and took him straight away.
Well, so they should though, really. You can't do protests like that. I mean, what pisses me off with the hotel, you know, the riot outside the hotel.
Yeah.
It's been in the newspaper that day, or you'll have seen it yourself in Sheffield Star. All like, you know, people are getting pissed off with it. This, that. Why didn't they go and do a protest outside it then?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All they're doing is just following suit. All it is, if I didn't know what the riots was, and I just got
the staff at the hotel, like obviously they haven't got no job now. The hotel smashed to bits.
Right, exactly. So obviously people are saying they're pissed off because of these 2 girls getting killed, 3 girls getting killed. Sorry, and I get that. It's terrible. Do you know what I mean? But you know, in that hotel, there were English people in there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not racist, but people are making it to be racism, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, it's
just an excuse for them to do what they're doing, because I don't understand why people are running in Greggs and pinching things out of Greggs, sausage rolls and that, and then
they're going to get fucking time in prison for it, for gingerbread men and that.
if it's about a certain thing, like, it's just an excuse. They've just used it as an excuse again.
Of course they have, definitely.
I mean, 2011 when them ones in London happened with that man who got shot.
Yes.
It's the same thing then. They're not. It's something that's kicked off, and they're using it to go around and just do what they want.
Yeah, because I've said to my friend, I bet not many of them people down there can actually hold a political conversation on what it is that they want to change or achieve out of it. Because they're just followers. They're just following.
Yeah.
They're just sheep, basically. In my opinion, that's all they are. They're just sheep. Like, I mean, in paper it were, I think it was 69 years old, that man who's fucking got charged for taking weapons down. I mean, fucking hell, that's somebody's granddad, love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, wow. I mean, people are taking their kids down like it's a fucking day out.
And I've seen someone on YouTube, he's been arrested for making YouTube videos, saying do this, do that, and he's looking at 3 to 5 years for it.
That's what I mean. People, they don't think. They don't think. And really, it's like, you know, like this, they're saying, oh, we're sick of government giving them all, you know, benefits and stuff like that. Well, I'm not being funny, but yesterday in town, where were all your jobs? Why weren't you all not at work?
And then there were another big one last night as well, weren't they, in the Hallamshire Hospital?
I hadn't looked into that one.
Yeah, well, there were a big one outside near immigration building.
Okay.
We're all anti-racism protesters, and I believe they actually stopped the rioters what were coming to protest against immigration. They actually stopped them coming near the building.
Did they?
And they actually ordered I won't say it were peaceful, but it weren't violent.
Yeah, because I mean, I've seen one on, excuse me, on Facebook, and they were just normal, you know, you're like protesting type people, you know, that sort of image, and they've got like, you know, holding the sticks up and chanting, and that's what a protest is.
That's what they were doing last night. Just,
you know what I mean? Just making a stand together.
They weren't blocking roads or anything. They were stood up past. Cars were driving past. They weren't doing anything.
I mean, these people, they're setting the fucking neighbours' cars on fire, and you know,
smashing taxis up, and it's people's livelihoods they destroy.
Exactly, but they weren't bothered. They weren't bothered about the racism.
It's only people like them what pay the taxes, what go out and after work and pay the taxes, what are going to cost themselves more money by doing it.
Stupid.
So it's only going to be taxpayer that foots the bill for all damage they cost. Especially something like that at Rotherham, when that hotel at Rotherham, like obviously it's an immigration where they put in asylum seekers.
But let's be honest, if you own that hotel,
it's going to be government paid. That government's going to be paying that hotel for them to do that. So
it's the one that's going to pay to mend it.
It's going to be them paying to mend it. So it's only down to taxpayers. They're just costing country more money.
Of course they are. And I'm not being funny, but I'm telling you now, I mean, I can't speak for everybody. And I can't say this is bang right, but if you had if you had a hotel deal, yeah, and somebody came up to you and offered you blah 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 amount to, you know, to your hotel to be full, you would take it. Anybody would.
It's a business. It's got to make money, hasn't it?
Exactly. But what they don't understand is, you know, like the things that are available to these immigrants, like, you know, I've seen people saying that they can get driving lessons, or everybody can get them. Trust me.
Yeah.
Through universal credit, you know, and you can't get a doctor's appointment. I've never struggled to get a doctor's appointment, me. I've got COPD deal. I ring up and the nurse rings me back. And if I need to be seen, they'll get me in. So I don't even understand.
Yeah.
Is it not like that at yours?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, to actually go into doctors might be a couple of days wait, but to get the doctor to phone you back, you can
to get that dealt with there and then, what you are ill for, they will not leave you. And there's walking centres anyway. Yeah,
I mean, my doctor, when I was a little girl, was poorly over a week. They rang back within about 3 hours.
Exactly. And mine, because I'm always getting chest infections and needing steroids and stuff. They'll say, we'd like to see you, and I'll say, I can't get out in that. And they'll just send me a prescription, and that's it.
Yeah.
So is that not what you're going for anyway? The outcome's still the same. Why do you need to be sat in a doctor's, an actual building anyway? Fucking stupid.
They're blaming religions and stuff, but the guy who's done it is a Christian. From Wales.
My God, thank you. There's this guy.
He was born in Wales. So technically, he's a British citizen.
He is a British citizen, love. He's a 17-year-old kid. And I've also seen, there's this channel, and it's a lot like mine. And but he's a guy who does it. He's been in prison, addiction and stuff like that. It's like my channel. And the misinformation that kid is getting, putting out, is unreal. Absolutely unreal. You know, he's saying he want terrorist list. Fucking hell, his name, what were it? He went to theatre school, you know, like into fucking singing and all stuff like that. They were very quiet kids.
Mm.
You know, I mean, obviously something's made him do it, but I don't, it's not religion.
I think a lot of people like on social media are just getting along with it for clicks and views, to be fair.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
They don't actually care or think, they just...
No, and I totally agree with that, because a channel like what I'm talking about, he's had like, say, 4,000 views on things, but the way you speak, the best thing about it is, one particular thing he says, I don't feel safe in my own home and in my thing. The guy used to burgle to feed his habit. Now, when you get burgled, do you not feel unsafe, do you?
Yeah.
So is that just so contradicting? You know, you would not expect it from somebody like that who's lived through it a lot, you know, of being judged because of drugs and your choices and stuff. So I just think, you know, and you keep banging on about him being an immigrant. And I'll tell you something, I'll probably, you know, I will get slated for this, but you know the 3 girls?
Yeah.
I've tried, Dale, and I've worded this question, what I'm going to tell you now, in every way possible. I want to know what nationality them girls were, and one of them is Portuguese, whose family came over here.
Mm.
I'm not stinging, but I'm just saying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's out there about it.
One of the YouTube channels I've been watching, it's a bloke called Dekarege.
Oh yeah.
And he's now turned against immigration, but beginning of year he was deported from Philippines for overstaying on his visa.
See what I mean? Just it's like, you know, kettle calling black,
because he'd met a girl out there, and he's now he was trying to get the girl in country, and still is trying to get her to come over here. But he's complaining about immigration, and he was in court at 2:00 for what he's been posting on his YouTube.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He's got like an hedgehog hair, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, well, this guy who I'm talking about, he does videos about him, slagging him off, and it's, you know, bit of clickbaiting videos and stuff. But you know, fucking hell, it's absolutely what example are we setting for us kids?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Let's say you know, it's school holidays, in it, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So say you were meant to be taking your little girl somewhere over there. That's had to all be cancelled.
Yeah, a lot of shops had to close in town.
Yeah, because you don't want to put your kid in danger. Yeah, fucking kids are on there.
There's that seaside thing in the Peace Gardens as well.
I was just about to say that. That's usually on. Is that on? That's what I was going to ask you that.
It's on, but it's been closed for the last few days due to it all stuff going on in town.
That's what I mean. I mean, is that not just spoiling things? Yeah, if they were just a peaceful riot, a peaceful protest, you'd take your businesses wanting to close. Kids won't be scared. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there were a lot of businesses around City Hall yesterday that had to close because of it all. And
yeah, people's lives. And like I said, again, I don't think it's, you know, I'm not racist or blaming it, but they are. So effectively, you're white people, you know, you've had to close their business.
Yeah.
Because of stupidity.
Yeah.
Well, you don't even really know what's going off, if you ask me.
Yeah, and then obviously there's that market Dartmoor as well. That had to be all stopped yesterday as well. So that all market traders that are.
And that's an hard enough job in itself.
Yeah, and if you go down more and look at the market, most 85% of them are English people that are selling stuff on the market and stuff. It's just costing their own people. Exactly,
but that's because they keep going doing it because they're not educated enough. They're not educated people that are doing it. I'm sorry, but I will stand by that. They can't be.
No, they can't be. To robbing shoes, like breaking in shoe zones and.
It's like, what the hell?
And sausage rolls and stuff.
At least got a fucking JD Sport.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but it's like, you can do facial recognition. That I can't say it. Through balaclavas now, love, so they're fucking daft.
Yeah.
I honestly think that all them down there, most of them anyway, especially, well, what I've seen, are just football hooligans. Like if I didn't know there were riots because of what happened, I would think, what's all fucking footballers doing?
But football's not on till this weekend. Obviously, football season starts again this weekend.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's what I would have thought. If I just seen pictures of that and didn't know what were happening, do you know what I mean?
Might end it by this weekend with football starting. They'll have got something to do again, something to channel their anger in on a Saturday.
Well, it's either going to go one way or other, isn't it? It's either going to be if they hold like a protest on the day of a football thing, it's going to end up being totally worse by end because they're all pissed up cunts, or fucking there's going to be nobody there because that's all they wear.
Yeah.
I mean, I put a video up and did a bit of commentary on it. And there's like someone coming into the middle of the screen. You see these young lads with man bag, you know, plastic drug dealer type people, kicking this fucking dry grass with his foot. And then you see this big fucking man, like tango man, coming in front of the camera on phone. And I'm like, yeah, he's just telling you, I'll come and meet you in a minute. I'll give you one-on-one. It will like you, you know.
Yeah.
It was just there. And I kind of don't like police. I live a criminal lifestyle. So to me, they're a thorn in my side. But they are doing a job. And I absolutely 100% believe that if we didn't have them, we'd be fucked.
Yeah, it was same as watching them on Sky News when it were actually happening at Rotherham. And I saw one police officer get absolutely, a woman just get bolted off her feet. Like, they literally just went at her and just kicked her off her feet.
That's what I'm saying. Don't deserve that.
And the Prime Minister, he come up and tell you like 20 minutes later and actually mentioned Rotherham by name and said that anyone they catch, they're gonna prioritise them over other criminals.
But they've got to.
Yeah.
They can't, as a country. I mean, if they don't slam people, this will be happening for everything. Set fucking price of sugar going up, or do you understand what I mean? It's not how you go about things. And I don't know if you watch someone called Sam Walker. He
I've heard of him. Yeah, I've seen a few of his videos.
Yeah, do you know, fucking people might pull him and stuff. He's doing it with drug money and he's doing it for this. Listen, that guy puts wells in fucking villages that fucking children, say the children have been doing, saying they're going to do for 10 years. But, you know, but anyway, it's like he said, what are you all doing? Take it to government buildings. No, you know, not violently, but go and stand outside your local MP's house.
Yeah.
If you're aiming, all you're doing is ruining your fucking, you know, village, whatever.
That Louise Hagan, I believe she's based at Ely. Yeah,
she's you know, across from oh God,
just down here from Retail Park, I believe.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Park, yeah. Take it to her building.
Yeah, but peacefully.
Outside there peacefully and actually make your point.
If I wanted to do a protest, I'll be honest with you, I would ring up local Star newspaper to try and, you know, to get them to cover it. Obviously make banners and things like that, and I'd go to my local MP. I'd say, listen, you know, will you come out and speak? Do you understand what I mean? Anybody that is, you know, councillor, Lord Mayor or whatever they are, you know, you're not going to gain anything. No, it's just like when you're in police cell, Dale, and you're effing and blinding and fucking you get left till you stop. It's the same thing.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
It don't get you anywhere.
No, it don't.
It don't. I'm just turning camera because I'm just having a fag and I'll get stuck off. But it doesn't get you anywhere. It's stupid. And these are grown people, grown adults, and it makes. I also think as well that again, I don't judge anybody, but it is a fact that most of them people that are down there, you can imagine how the kids have been dragged up. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I mean, I posted a video over there actually.
Yeah.
Actually on my TikTok, it's actually top video, the last video I done, and it's a picture of a woman with a kid. Well, with two kids, there's a man and a woman with two kids at that riot in Rotherham. Like, what you doing taking your kids to a riot?
What the fuck? I mean, listen, I understand if they took them down, like, and they thought it was going to be peaceful, but the moment it went dodgy, they should have took the kids and gone. Do you know what I mean?
And especially on a Sunday in school holidays, they could have gone to soft play centres. They could have gone. Rotherham's full of that stuff.
Of course it is. I mean, like I just said, don't get me. I mean, I've done protests for animal rights, mate. Oh, I'm going back years, and fucking that's another story. But I got bored. All we ever did was bloody uncover sensibly trees and things like that. So I ended up breaking into University of Sheffield and freeing all animals. But my point is, we just, the police presence was there, but it wasn't needed, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
You might get one fucking somebody come along and fucking kick off a little bit, but they wouldn't be in our group, if you get what I mean. They would just be a passerby, or do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because they were all organised peacefully.
Mm.
It's about making a stand together with to saying we're not standing for this, basically. Like doctors will go on strike, teachers go on strike and things like that for more pay and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
There weren't none of this for that.
I believe we've given, like, people going out right and have given government what they want.
Of course they have.
It's just another thing so they can try to put more restrictions on people. That's all that's going to end up happening.
Of course. 100%. 100%.
It's gotten beyond a joke.
Yes, it is. Definitely. Oh, I'm accepting someone. I don't know how this works, me now. But yeah, 100%. Oh, someone's joining us, Dale. Right, hi.
Hi, you okay?
Hi, you okay?
Yeah, not too bad. About yourself, you okay?
I'm good. So what do you think then? What do you think? Do you agree with us?
I mean, I've just started and I've just heard briefly what you guys are on about. What's your stance on this and the whole
Absolutely
writing?
stupid. Absolutely stupid.
Absolutely pathetic.
Yeah, and it is, to be fair. I mean, the way they're going on about it is, it's just, to be honest with you,
Nothing to do
finding
with
any...
religion at all.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's... a lot of them are, if you take into consideration what they're talking about as well in these riots, I mean, even the interviews, I mean, what their main concern is obviously they're using the word immigrants as the main cause of this, but there's a lot more behind it than just the word, immigrants. Do you understand where I'm coming from? And like I said, I've always said there's good and bad everywhere. Every colour, race, religion, you'll get good and bad.
Yes,
Do you mean that?
Totally agree.
It's as simple as that, but obviously you'll get some dickhead. Seriously, these riots, I mean, the majority of them have got zero brain cells. They just going out. They're just racist. That's all it is. Deep down, they've just got an excuse. They've got an excuse. Like, I'll give an example with the stabbing that happened in Southport. It's what for the person who's done it, he should get the worst of the worst. Simple as. Do you understand
not just because he's murdered somebody.
100%.
Not because of the colour of his skin, not because of where he's from, where his parents are from, just because he's committed a crime of murder.
Exactly, yeah, 100%. Anybody who does a vile crime like that should get should get the worst of the worst. Do you understand?
Of course, yes.
It just took that couple of rumours to say he was a Muslim man, and boom. All the races
and saying that he was an illegal immigrant. He was born in this country, and his religion is Bangladeshi. Isn't he? I'm not sure. His religion is Christian.
Christian, exactly. Do you know what I mean? So, it's like I said to you, it was just that little. Oh, it was Muslims. That's it.
It's that media. The media fueled this.
It's Tommy Robinson. I don't care what anybody said. Tommy Robinson,
right, I don't
Katie
know
Hopkins,
much about him.
Nigel Farage, whatever you want to say. It's them who are the ones who causing. Tommy Robinson is in a 5-star hotel in Cyprus chilling. Do you mean? And what's happening to the people here?
Yeah, he should be coming up. Yes, I have seen something about him. Yeah.
You understand? There's people here obviously causing riots. Yeah, they're getting jail sentences. He's there in a 5-star hotel in Cyprus. Why doesn't he join if he's so concerned about this?
Exactly. Exactly. Are you religious at all?
I am Muslim myself. So.
I'm not gonna.
No, go for it.
This sounds really bad, but when I went to prison, I'd never ever been religious, mate. I was brought up as an atheist, as in. I didn't have it drilled in me, but I didn't believe in God. Yeah. I went to prison. Long story short, I went to prison anyway, and I converted to be a Muslim, and it's the only religion that has ever drawn me to it, and I believe so much of it. But if you've looked onto my channel and YouTube channel, I am a drug addict, and so I'm not telling you that I pray 5 times a day.
No, of course not. Yeah.
I class myself. I've got a Quran, and all that. But just like I was saying to a friend, just because I've got a Quran on my top shelf, the highest point in my room, does not mean I am going to go out and say kill a dog and say it's to do with Islam, because that's just so stupid.
Nothing. I'll tell you something. The Islam is perfect. There's no beating around the bush. Listen,
it
Islam
doesn't
is perfect.
tell you to go out and do that.
It's Muslims who are the ones who take it out. So there's good.
Listen, they weren't bothered about no Muslim thing when they were buying the fucking bottle of cider and the bottle of milk night before from corner shops and fucking things like that. Do you know what I mean? And I'll tell you something now.
People that have been writing or gone home and had a kebab or a takeaway from the local Indian people.
Do you know what it is? They're tramps. You know the ones who are looting these shops and everything? They're tramps. It's as simple as that.
Exactly. They would do that anyway.
It's just been an
You're not just saying, oh, you know, I'm doing it because
excuse. That's all.
Religion or
an excuse for people to go out and, like he's just said, rob shops. Like what's going into Greg's and pinching sausage rolls going to do?
What's it got to do with it? Exactly.
That's what it is. It's tramps. It's as simple as that. There's no other word for it besides tramp.
A shoe shop. And not even an expensive shoe shop at that.
Ignorant,
Shoe zone are all
people.
things to go and loot a shoe zone.
I mean,
exactly.
I watched this guy on YouTube, and I was just saying it before. I don't know if you caught it. And what he's saying on his videos, they're not even true. He's saying that his family was on a terrorist list. Bleeding out, every neighbour that they spoke to has said how quiet they were. He went to like theatre school, you know, like clubs and stuff like that. I mean, God knows what on earth made him do it. I don't know. And I hope, you know, they find out and they can sort of help him, because I believe everyone can be helped me. But he still needs punishing. Still needs punishing to the you know, to the full strength extent.
Something like that, there's got to be something mentally wrong.
Exactly. Right. There was a story last night.
Especially to attack kids. Like kids, they're innocent in all this. Like you've got to be mentally disturbed to go around.
Yes. Yes.
And stuff.
Yeah, and that people saying, oh, mental health card. Well, I'm not being funny, but you know, everyone says, everyone uses it and plays it. Well, fucking hell, I play it because it's got to be there. Because it doesn't, you know, it's like I'm rate animal rights, as you know, yeah. And I read all, you know, animal fucking thingy cases, and they just get let off, in my opinion. They get suspended sentences, and every one of them will say, oh, but I was mentally ill at the time. You know, I've got this, I've got, you know, and nobody says anything about that. You know what I mean? Hello? Are you back? Oh, you're back. I don't know what happened there. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. No, nobody says anything about that when they're getting suspended sentences for absolutely torturing an animal to death. You know what I mean?
I saw one in Sheffield.
There's got to be consequences.
A dog dropped off a bridge not that long ago somewhere.
Disgusting. That really pissed me off, that. Because then in one breath, it was like, there's no way that a dog could get down bottom of there, yeah?
Yeah, and I've not seen...
And then in other breath, when they found the people who owned them, the RSPCA inspector absolutely said, yeah, it could have happened. Oh my God, like bullshit. There was a dog, yeah, that were found in like a, you know, like Grace Park.
Yeah.
So you can't drive up, they can get so close, and there's them barriers, isn't there?
Yeah.
Right, there was a dog found in there that had been decapitated. It had his legs chopped off, and it had tried to set fire on inside this bag. And they just left it for somebody to find like that. Now, you know, if it come back and the owner was a white English person, it'd be you fucking disgusting tramp fucking doing that to dogs. You know, if it was a Muslim, it would be, they've done that to shock the, do you get what I'm saying? It's like, no, you've done that because you're a sick, horrible bastard. Don't matter where you're from, don't matter who you believe in, who you fucking pray to. Simple as.
Don't matter. Doing wrong's wrong. It's like that man said, there's right and wrong in every religion, race.
Exactly. I mean, I go on facts, and you know, and the fact of the matter is, he was a 17-year-old fucking kid. You don't know his fucking background, and I mean not from neighbours. I mean his background. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no excuse for what he's done. There's no excuse, but there will be a reason to him. Do you get me?
Yeah.
You know,
other people bringing other excuses up. Oh well, we're sick of this happening in Rotherham, grooming this and grooming gangs. They're going off like the English, like But Jimmy Savile ain't been done. Well, technically Jimmy Savile didn't get done. He died before he got done. But you know what I mean.
Listen,
Well,
I've got a
Harris,
really...
there's a lot.
Sorry, go on.
There's a lot of, like, when they're blaming them, oh, well, you're coming over here and they're doing this to our children, they're grooming our children, blah, blah, blah. Well, what's people like Jimmy Savile doing, and Rolf Harris? And
Been doing for years.
yeah, and it's been covered up. Like, it's
like, I mean, I'll just say it me because I'm like you. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, that comment there, it says he weren't, let's be honest, he weren't Christian, but that he were Christian. It was...
Oh, it says what, sorry?
There was someone just commented there saying, let's be honest, he weren't Christian.
Let me find my spectacles.
But he is Christian. The kid who's done it is a Christian who's done it.
Yeah, what? Come and join us. Can I invite him? I don't know how you do it. I don't think you can. Faster. Request to join us, please. Come on. If you've got something to say, join us. Well, fucking hell, I've been thrown off course now, you buggers. I can't remember what I was going to say now, but a lot of it is your is the background, and I don't think.
Well, happy day for one. I don't take drugs, so speak facts in it. If you're going to try and accuse people of taking drugs, speak facts, because I don't take drugs.
Oh my God, what's been said?
Something about you don't give unless it's a pipe.
I don't what? Let me have a look. You don't give unless it's a pipe, right? I have no idea what you're on about. That's so fucking ever. Yes, I do smoke drugs. So does that mean that I can't have an opinion on it? Does that mean only people that I could possibly invite onto my lives are people on drugs? That's disgusting. Go onto his channel, yeah, and do you know what? Allow you, fuck him. Anyway.
As far as I do, smoke a bit of weed now and again.
Listen, what's it matter? I'm not hurting anybody.
Exactly.
You're not hurting anybody. Fucking when you have a drink, someone else is not hurting anybody if they're fucking smoking weed. Too many people are so bothered about other people's lifestyle, aren't they?
Mm.
Oh, what's it say? I keep on to put my glasses on. Skills are...
Yeah, I agree with that. Iqbal, yeah, he ain't a real Christian for doing that. When now you've explained it, fully agree with that. Yeah.
Right, okay, yes, right, I understand it now. But it did sound like you were saying that he wasn't a Christian. Yeah, so he is a Christian and it follows. But obviously, if he was a true Christian, he wouldn't behave like that. That's what it's saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I agree with that, yeah.
But it's like, there's good and bad in all religions. And to be quite honest with you, the fucking... Do you know how many books that I've read, like true life, experiences of people that have all been sort of choir boys and been thinking, you can't say it on here, can you? But, been thinking by vicar.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a massive one at minute where a big fucking court case thing where they're all getting compensation and looking into is it Catholics? That one I can't remember. But my point is, there's good and bad in every single religion because we're not all the same and we don't all think the same. And we don't have all the same morals. Everybody in the world, because if we did, it'd be a very boring place. So obviously, if you are a member of something, whether that be a fucking fan group for dogs or a religion or whatever, you're not gonna. You're still you, if you know what I mean. So just because you follow religion or you follow somebody, your views are still going to come up into, and you're going to act out in it and not treat people correctly. But it doesn't mean that you're an evil person or you've got you're a terrorist or things like that, is it? It just means that.
I kind of see what's been like that at Rotherham. Isn't that terrorism, like smashing things up, damaging.
Yeah, I was about to say to that. Do you know what I did? I actually looked up what an example of terrorism, and yes, you're right. Yeah, it's I don't know where I wrote it now, but basically saying it, to cause people, endanger people, and smash things up and fucking. Yeah, it's just thuggery. It's thug behaviour. Thug behaviour.
It depends on that, Iqbal, because you can be concerned about mass immigration and not behave the way people do.
Yeah, you on some comments because I'm dying for a fag and they fucking cut me off.
You can be worried about stuff like that, and act a different way than what people are doing, like smashing things up, trying to burn buildings down. That's not the way to go about that stuff like that. That's just ignorant people doing that.
Uneducated. Uneducated people. Oh, shouldn't be smoking anyway. Can you smoke? Can you smoke vapes on thingies? I've been vaping, sir. I don't think you can do that though, can you? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not.
Right,
let's have a look at some comments then. What comments have we got?
I believe it's just an excuse for people.
There is an elephant in the room for sure.
Just to behave the way they're doing. Like I said, going into Greg's, looting Greg's on these protests and stuff.
I've got a restriction.
That's not going to help.
I've got a restriction, so I don't know if that's going to restrict anybody. Because I've just had a drag on my vape fag. Good God. See what I mean? Restrictions all along, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it tells you when you join do these lives, it tells you you've got to be over 18. Now, how is me having a drag of a vape? I'm not corrupting anybody to bloody start smoking vape, am I?
No.
They just want to silence people. And the thing is, I mean, I'm not a conspiracy thing, but we only know what we are chosen to know.
Yeah, what we get told, yeah.
You know what I mean? And some people question it and other people don't. A lot of people are fine. They go about their lives and don't question anything. You know, it's like fucking everybody's struggling with money and stuff like that. The government, you know, if they
cost of living crisis or what?
Right, but we wouldn't be in one of them, Dale. If you know all these rich people, and I mean like millionaires, yeah. If they took a certain amount of each one and getting distributed it evenly, there wouldn't be any cost for living. And I mean, take it off, you know, that really rich who they couldn't possibly spend it in a lifetime, you know, that sort of rich.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they don't want to make people rich. Do you know why? This is my opinion. Because they can't control rich people. They lose control. Because you don't need them for anything, if you get what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Control you by benefit agencies and you know, things like that. That's my opinion. And the government, fucking hell, drugs, they'll never stop drugs coming in this country because they earn too much money off them.
Yeah.
But they've got the power to.
You know, I watched a video yesterday of somebody, it were just flower flicking down TikTok, and it were a bloke saying, I can't get any jobs because they're coming on taking all our jobs, blah, 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 but I've got a criminal record for violent assaults and theft. That's probably why you can't get a job, not because immigrants are coming to take your jobs.
Exactly. That's just him using that as an excuse.
You've got to look, there's plenty of jobs, warehouse work and stuff. If you really want a job, they're there.
Yes, there is. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
English people are lazy.
That's what I was just about to say. Exactly that. They've only got themselves to blame for like people coming over here to work because they don't want to do the job things, people. Exactly. Hi, we've got a visitor.
You saying, guys, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. So go on, have your say.
All I'm gonna say, is
we don't take nothing the wrong way as well. Let me just say that.
No, it's cool. All I'm gonna say is the majority of the population that believe mass immigration is a problem aren't attending the marches, and I think people need to understand that. The silent majority are sat at home watching the BBC, thinking, what on earth is going on with our country?
Yes.
Yep.
But they are being
betrayed. I agree with that.
But the issue that we got, guys, is that the Prime Minister isn't just labelling the rioters as far-right extremists. He's labelling anyone that opposes mass immigration as a far-right extremist, and I think that's what everyone has a problem with.
Right, okay, yeah. How would you sort of do? How would you put a demonstration together then? Would you not go outside government buildings like we were saying earlier?
Do you know what? I think a lot of the hardworking professionals that I know in my community that are concerned about mass immigration they ain't got the time to do anything like that.
Yeah,
Like
couldn't
they
agree
might
more. Could
they
not
might
agree
sign
more.
something online like a petition, but other
Yeah.
than that, people don't have the time to go stand in front of Parliament when they know full well.
Well,
It's
without
not
me
gonna
gonna
being,
happen.
I'm probably going to get slated for this, but I don't think they haven't took time off work to be there yesterday, or in my when they were in my area. They don't work, so they're claiming off the state.
Well, I mean, no one trusts.
Listen, I'll just say as it is, me.
Listen, yeah, no one actually trusts the establishment, do they? I think Labour got, was it 30% of the majority of so if you look at the amount of actual people that voted, I think less than 30% of the people that actually signed a piece of paper voted for Labour.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I didn't vote. I don't know if you did, Dale, and I don't know if you did.
I didn't vote for none of them.
I didn't.
It's actually mad.
Nothing changes if you could
What's-
vote for anyone. Nothing
What's
changes.
the point? What's the point?
Right, but then I look on the other side and think, right, so I didn't vote, so how have I really got a right to moan sometimes? Do you know?
I tried to vote, but I got turned away for some reason. So they
right, okay.
they
I
gave me
mean-
like a code and said basically because I didn't re-up the is it the polling thing? You need like to do the deed poll or some shit.
I don't know. I mean, ID would have been my issue. I know you can fill all forms in and things like that, but I don't see why you need ID. I just think you should just be able to one vote. That's it.
Easiest thing to be would for all of the oldies that don't have access to mobile phones to be able to do a mail-in ballot, and anyone under the age of like 50 can just vote online. I think that'd be the simplest thing.
Yeah, it's not rocket science. It's not difficult, is it?
No.
You know, I mean,
And-
I contacted my MP once, and without going into it, I mean, I've thought up an idea that would help all stop online grooming, you know, and keep kids safe online in chat rooms. And I told her exactly what not, you know. I told her I got this idea. And they're not even interested. Didn't even get back to me.
No one cares, man.
No one does that.
cares. It's crazy. It's crazy. Whether you're left, right, in the middle, as soon as you try and contact people past a certain level of power, no one gives a
Interested.
fuck. Yeah, and that's the ultimate problem that we got. Obviously, without there being any proper policies in place for like illegal immigrants and stuff like that, there's always going to be a problem with people arriving on boats. But no one's doing anything about it.
Do you think that most people are under the impression that they get more than what they actually do? Because I've looked into it, and
So apparently they
honestly,
get it's
pardon?
9 million a day is spent on illegal
housing.
immigration.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, I've had comments and read comments that aren't even directed at me, just general things on Facebook and stuff, and they say like things. I don't know. They get all that the house paid for. They get why should immigrants? They get driving lessons, new mobile phone, this, that, and other. I'm not being funny, but if you're on benefits, you yourself as an English person can get that.
So if you receive a universal credit, you can get your driving lessons and that paid for. Is that
Yes,
right?
you can. Yes, yeah.
Oh, if you contact your local job centre and
Yes,
give
that's
them
right,
details,
yeah.
Okay. See, a lot of people don't know that, so that's interesting.
Yeah. God, I can't remember what's it actually called, but you can ring up.
You can get
and
a lot of
they'll pay.
things.
They even pay for your ID.
Even if you want to go back to work and you need uniform and stuff, they'll help you with that.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I know people that have had like bicycles and that paid for.
You know, if I lost my mobile phone and I didn't have a mobile phone and I'm on
If
universal
you're,
credit,
if you're on certain benefits, you can get
they
things like
buy you a
road
phone.
tax.
They'll give you a smartphone.
You can get, if you're on certain benefits, you can get your road tax paid for. There's a lot you can do.
And
The issue is, we're talking about what you can get on benefits. Most people shouldn't be on benefits.
no, I agree.
Like,
Exactly.
the country is full of people that aren't earning enough money to fucking feed their families, and
That's right.
that's the
Yes.
problem, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I've been so.
And that ultimately is where you get people that aren't necessarily educated as well as they could be on the situation of immigration, and then it fuels this kind of like, well,
The
all of
media,
these people-
misinformation and stuff, isn't it?
Also, think about people that obviously that families are starving and that, and then all we keep hearing about is how all these people are coming to the country. It's like, okay, well, where's all the fucking money going? Do you know what I mean? And that's obviously going to be the general census and the general, observation from a lot of people that are struggling is, why are we taking all of these people in if the country's struggling? And that's, you can tell that that's where people are getting angry. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
A guy's just said it in the chat there, Doug. He's just said it. When it comes to getting into employment, Job Centre will help you with most things.
I mean, I'll admit I
The
am on
issue
benefits.
is, Dale, sorry
Not
to
many
cut you
people
off,
want to
darling.
get to employment, though. That's the problem. Not many people
Sorry to
want
cut
the
you off,
employment.
darling. Dale, the
No.
issue is, brother, is that you get into into employment, bro, and obviously now you have to work 40 plus hours a week, and then Taxman takes his percentage, and then what's the other one? So obviously you pay income tax, and then you pay
Council
national
tax.
insurance. That's it, and then you don't get help with your council tax, etc., etc. By the time you look at how much you're actually earning, it's not even worth it for most people to get that minimum wage job as opposed to just sitting on benefits. Do you know what I mean? That's the main issue.
Yeah.
Like when you
There's
actually
no
when you
incentive.
actually look at the pros and cons of going out and getting a job instead of sitting on universal credit, like it don't look great for the worker. Do you know what I mean? It's bonkers. It's bonkers. So either benefits are too high or wages are too low.
Well,
it's one or the other.
It's got to be maybe a bit of both. I mean, if you're just on like, see, I'm old. I'm probably old enough to be the mother. But there was there were like job seekers allowance and income support and sick benefit. When I first started claiming, and now it's universal credit, isn't it? But it's still the equivalent of the job seekers allowance. From the jump in the amount from job seekers allowance, which will be universal credit now, to ESA, which is a sick benefit, is absolutely massive. So, like I can put it, like PIP benefit, the top PIP benefit is £700 a month.
Yes.
ESA is like 400 and something a fortnight, where job seekers allowance, I think is it not even nearly £200 a fortnight, Dale? What do you know?
Round about that, yeah.
The jump is just like, wow. I mean, I know obviously it's because you're sick. I get that, but what I mean is, people just can't survive on that, can they? And then I think that leads to crime and fiddling benefits, doesn't it? And having to use food banks, and more people are using food banks than ever.
Someone in the comments just said, you know a lot about benefits.
Yeah, I'm a stranger. I've got
issue, though, isn't
COPD.
it?
I'm not very well.
People don't want to know all of this about benefits, but people are struggling. You know what I mean? Like you got to do what you can to survive. The UK is falling apart.
Yes, it is, and it isn't because these riots and stuff. It's like they weren't doing them.
Not that you're all racist, Gemma. It's not that you're all racist. It's how people go on about it. That's what makes them look racist.
I believe I'm not racist. Why are you saying I'm racist?
There's a comment in there saying just like the majority of us, but we are all racists, apparently. It's not a racist thing. It's people making it a race thing.
This is just, ever since like 2012 and onwards, there's this like ideology across the West where like if you have Caucasian, so you're Caucasian white person, and you say anything opposing anyone of a different skin color, you are just racist. And there's a lot of racist people in the UK, I must admit.
Yeah, it is.
You can't just call everyone racist because
racist, you can't tarnish it. Same as Muslims, you can't, because there's a few bad Muslims. You can't say they're all the same.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Just if you're a Muslim and live in Rotherham, you're fucked because you've got to be a groomer then. Also, it's absolutely pathetic. Pathetic. I don't see what religion's got to do with the actions of an individual.
Well, I guess a lot of people are under the impression that religion has a strong influence on people's actions.
Yeah, I agree. And a lot of wars are centered around it. I know that, but what I'm saying is, nowhere in a religious book would it say go and groom children or go and essay children. When they've been choir boys and things. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nowhere does any religious book say that. I'm sure of it.
I'm gonna stay quiet on that.
Oh, no, go on, educate me.
Nah, I don't want to get.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Where are you from anyway? Have you had the riots where you are?
I'm second generation English. I got Chinese family.
No, I mean, what area are you like? Rotherham, Sheffield?
Midlands.
Okay, that don't mean that I'm thick on that bit.
Like Birmingham, Nottingham kind of thing, innit? Midlands.
Birmingham way, yeah. Birmingham.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had any? What's it been like then where you are? The writing.
So I'm on the outskirts of Brum. So
Okay.
for me, these are largely white Caucasian professionals
Yeah.
areas where people do believe there's an issue with mass immigration, but nobody's rioting.
Right.
So for me and my experience with these areas, it's like it is the silent majority that live in these areas. Do you know what I mean? In these countryside towns where they don't want to go to the streets and cause troubles and issue, but there is this elephant in the room where
Oh shit! I'm going off. Wait. Don't know what I did there at all. That's it. I'm back.
All I'm saying
Yeah,
is
there's an elephant in the room.
So a lot of these like smaller white communities, where we don't experience a lot of integration, there is an elephant in the room where a lot of people think there is an issue with mass immigration. But you go to these cities like Birmingham, Leicester, Bradford, all of these very like heavily integrated cities, and
Yeah.
you notice this kind of like this difference. You know what I mean? Whether it's good or bad, there is a difference in the mentality in these areas. Do you get what I mean? So
Yes, definitely. I agree with that.
you can't really say what you think on social media nowadays. You can't be
That's what
honest.
I do. I think that's why I get a lot of warnings. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. V was like integrated. It's like you have. What can you even say, man? Like you can't. Like I'm not even white, and even like, I can't even say what I want to say. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yes,
exactly
I get what.
that.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why I just say there's an elephant in the room, innit? Like there's an elephant.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. I said freedom of speech and stuff, but there isn't really any.
Nah, we ain't got it. Come on, man. We're on TikTok.
Not
as well.
anymore,
We ain't
is
got
there
freedom
really?
of speech.
Let's be honest. There isn't.
Freedom of speech, man. It's like rainbows and unicorns. Like it don't exist. It don't exist. I think we can all agree that freedom of speech doesn't exist.
No, but you should do. I don't know.
I think the issue is with freedom of speech, darling, is that people then have the right or the ability to say what they want or how they feel and get slandered with names. People call them Nazis, people call them racist, people call them extremists on both ends of the spectrum. And that's all down to like freedom of speech. If you let people say what they really think, then it just causes more drama and more havoc.
No, right, yes, I get that. Like I've said something, can't remember exactly what it were, and somebody in the comment were on about to do with drugs and smoking drugs and this, that, and other about me. What I'm saying, what I think, I'm entitled to my opinion, you know what I mean, on that topic. But instead of like replying about the topic I've commented on, they've got to put a slander in about you. Like, is that what you mean, isn't it?
Yeah. So like, obviously, if you wanna do what you want to do, and people have freedom of speech, they have the freedom to bully you. They have the freedom to say what they want about what it is that you do. That's just the curse of having freedom of speech, isn't it? Like,
I just can't understand why people are that bothered about other people's lives.
Excuse me. Good morning.
yeah.
To be fair,
Good morning.
I don't know. I'm accepting these people who want to join, and I don't know where they're going.
Good morning.
What's that? Oh, we've got somebody new. I think I've got a little thing that's going round and round and round.
Hello.
Oh, is it right? Yeah. I don't know what all these numbers are here. 2700. Oh, I don't know.
What's
This
the
is like my new. I'm learning today. I've never done. I've done live, but not with musical boxes. It's like being on a conference call. I feel like a teacher.
What's the topic?
Yeah.
Right. So the new what you call exotic, and then it's gone off, so I can't see it. So what would you like to say, darling?
What is the topic? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. It's like you're underwater. Come out of bath.
All right, let me see if I can turn my mic up.
Yeah, just try see if you can turn it up a little bit.
No, that's full. What? You can't hear
Yeah,
me
we
properly?
can hear you. We just haven't got me cunt, so I'll not talk. Go on, darling.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, has no one seen that Labour MP calling for genocide on the
Yeah,
white
we saw
natives?
that. We saw that. Yeah.
Fucking, oh, mate, we're getting took over.
That's
Don't
scary.
tell me I haven't seen
We're
it.
getting
Someone
took
tell me
over.
about it.
Be careful how you explain it though. Obviously, this
Oh,
is
well,
Oh, God, is it one of them?
20 years, this country is done. So,
Do you think?
you 100%. So, pack your bags while you can and fuck off to Spain. 'Cause
I'll go to where we're going, Mars. I'll go around
this
to
country's
Mars.
finished.
essentially what he's trying to
Might as well
explain.
they can if they really want England that bad, they can have it. I'll fuck off any.
Basically, there was a Labour MP.
Yeah.
Was it up in Newcastle, bro? Was that where the marches were?
Yeah, I will go to someone else's country because they're literally taking over ours.
No, sorry, bro. I'm saying
No.
where was that Labour MP? Where did that happen again? Was it up north?
It happened. Oh, where did that? Was it Brighton?
Oh shit! Yeah, no, it was Brighton. I think basically it's all over Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. He
Right.
basically got the mic, and they're all shouting like obviously free Palestine, like racist Nazis need to leave and that. This
my
Labour
God.
MP jumps on the mic, and he basically says that the far right are Nazis, etc. And then he puts his finger to his throat, and
Right.
and he goes from left to right, and he says, "We need to, all of their throats." I'm not going to say it out loud because
I understand.
and
Wow.
that is all over. It's all over Twitter, and that's one of our MPs in it. So it's
Oh,
it's a bit
God.
it's a bit scary, to be honest, that people actually, inciting
fucking, aren't we?
violence.
Listen, I'll tell you what we need. We need a purge night.
Nah.
I'm joking.
Nah.
So if you was in power, what would you do? What's the first thing you'd change if you was a I don't know, prime minister? Let's say you could. It was easy as that, and everything happened when you clicked your fingers. What would be the first thing you deal with?
All right. So I don't think deporting people is the answer.
Yep.
I'm just going to start with that. I think immigration's a problem, so I would shut off the borders and tighten the borders for sure. Obviously, there needs to be a solution to the illegal immigration problem that we
Right.
have.
Yeah.
First things first, you want to shut the borders, and then you want to focus on your people, focus on bringing the people that are already here together and having everyone unite. Do you get me? But
Yeah.
you can't just focus on one thing at a time
Yeah.
and ignore the fact that people are angry about certain things going on in this country.
Hello,
like,
can I
you
speak?
can't-
I am a Muslim from UK.
Oh, hang on. My 15 fell down. Wait there, everyone.
Anyway, darling, I said
Yeah.
I said my piece. I'm gonna
Okay.
love you and leave you. Thank you for letting
All right,
me
love. Thank you.
Hello?
Here, take care, guys. See you later.
Bye. Sorry.
Hello, I am
it was-
Muslim.
Yeah.
I am Muslim from UK,
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, my dear.
and we take over UK. It's our country now. You don't like it? Fuck off.
Brother, get lost. Get
Okay.
lost.
We are
I'm
number one.
Pakistani.
We
Right,
take over
why
UK,
do you want it, love? What?
and we are number
No.
one.
Excuse me,
Love,
wait there.
the guy's
Mate,
trolling you,
mate,
yeah. The guy's an
We
idiot.
take
Just drop him.
over the UK,
mate, listen.
and
you can't
mashallah,
say-
brother.
Mate, you
We
can't
are
say
number
things
one in
like that.
UK.
Listen, you can't say things like that.
Listen,
Mate,
yes,
listen.
I listen.
Listen, as
We
a-
take over
I'm
UK.
Listen, you
We are
can't
number
say-
one in UK.
Why
don't
do
think
you
he's
want
even
it now? It's not good. It's not very good, you know. Rains all the time.
Mate, you can't say things like that, mate. You cannot. You're speaking.
This is
like-
my country now, not
Listen,
yours, okay?
You're saying like
Well, I don't
something-
know who's speaking because I'll just
Listen, people, listen.
delete him.
You're saying
Every-
someone that is not.
Yeah, just remove him. Remove the idiot.
No,
Yeah,
we
well,
Yeah,
I
if you
said,
remove
hold
it,
up,
you're no
right,
I
wait a
winner.
minute.
the
I
middle
You
need
know
to
I
one.
find
winner
out
in
who
the
it
UK.
is.
The middle one who's just got a barcode.
No,
He's just
just
I
got
am
a
number
barcode.
one in UK. We take over
no,
UK.
Yeah,
just
I
let
found
Okay?
him. I
Bro,
found
you
him. Hang
can't,
on, hang on.
bro,
Fuck you, English
Now what do I
bitch.
do? Disconnect.
bro,
Oh yeah,
you
I found
can't
Grooming
him.
all
Hang
the
take
on.
way.
over your own house.
Grooming.
I've got him off. He's gone.
Guys,
What a
listen,
fucking numpty.
Listen, I'm Pakistan.
I don't think he was a Muslim.
What
I'm
a bleeding
Pakistani, I'm
idiot.
Muslim, and I can tell you that guy was not Muslim. He was not Pakistani or Muslim.
He
He
was
done
No,
not.
that
I'll tell you what that
deliberately.
cunt were. He was a raving lunatic.
He was
That
pretending with
we
that
agree.
voice.
He was just an idiot.
But you know what?
He was
I'm
just
glad
doing it to
he
stir
made
it up.
that. But you know what? I'm glad he done that because what he just
Yeah.
done
Yeah.
it was exactly what happened 7 days ago when people
Yeah.
started sharing false lies about a 17 years old
Yes.
Syrian called Ali Al Shakti. That what he just said done now was exactly what we seen for the last 7 days. Right? The lady mentioned about what would you do if you were a prime minister.
Yeah.
First of all, we need to start looking at a few things. Refugees count as 0.18% of the people in UK.
Right, okay.
Okay? Immigration, illegal immigration, you cannot call it illegal immigration till people are documented. At the moment, I think there's 80 to 90% backlog on cases that are being processed. So
Yeah.
we do not know what this thing is. And apparently, out of those that are being backlogged, 80% of them will be accepted as legitimate asylum applications, right?
Right, yeah.
Now,
I'm just putting my charger
what
in so I
happened
might
is
go upside down. Hang on. Yeah, go on.
we keep hearing about UK is full. We keep hearing about UK is full. UK is full. UK is full.
Yeah.
You know, most of us live here. Do you know how much of land of UK has actually been built on for houses?
Fucking, they don't seem to be building anymore, do they? So go on,
No,
educate
no.
me.
What percent of UK do you reckon has actually been developed or built on? When we say we're packed and we can't take any more people,
Yeah.
what percent of UK do you reckon we built on?
I am shit percentages, but I'd say, I don't know, fucking about 5, 10.
One,
Is that 100
1%.
this?
1%.
Do you know, fucking hell, I'm
We've-
gonna say that, no, a really weird bastard. Yes, yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
All right, so for
Fucking-
14 years, well, I
Yeah.
would say 20 years, because even
Yeah.
halfway through Labour, we've
Right.
had no investment in NHS, we have no investment in doctors, we've had no
Yeah.
investment in our infrastructure, our transport system is falling apart, and then
Yeah.
when people coming over, don't forget, there's a natural process where you need to get more people in here to cover shortage. Look, we've got, I think, about 5 million job shortages in UK because we don't have people that age. Don't forget, not everyone coming here or everyone living here is a working age. Some are pensioners, some are young, right? So
Yeah.
this is why you need immigration, because who's going to do these jobs? Are you telling me that these guys that talk about, oh, we're taking our country back? There's a famous clip of this guy that goes, oh, I can't get a job here. And the lady goes, oh, how come you can't get a job? And he went, oh, I've got a criminal record.
I just mentioned that a bit
Today-
ago, that video, boss.
And you know what? Today it comes out that his criminal record was for grooming for SA, a young child, repeatedly,
No.
7
I've
years
seen
old.
that. I mentioned that a bit
Right.
ago, boss. Bang, same thing. That's
These
what I was
guys-
telling you.
these
UK.
guys- Look, these
Yeah.
guys talk about protecting their children, right? Where
Yeah.
were they 3 months ago when a madman, a white madman, was going around with the sword, killing people, unaliving people in Philip Waters in Redbridge? Where were they? Where was the protest then when that young boy, 14 years old, black boy, got unalived? Where was the protest? Where was the protest when Ian Huntley took 2 beautiful girls in his
Yeah.
house and he unalived them?
You know-
Where are the protests when there are English people who do? Listen, if we're going to do protests on every single crime that's being committed, we would not have the time of the day to do anything else. But
Yeah,
when
I
a brown
agree.
person or
No,
an
it's
Asian
not
person
about
who's
it,
been
yeah.
born here, when he does that crime, it's all of a sudden he's only doing it because Islam is telling him. Okay, so what's the excuse of the non-Muslim when they're doing it? Is Krishna telling you? Is Jesus telling you? No one mentioned that. Right
Yeah.
now, this guy in Southport, when he came out that he was a Christian from Rwanda, all of a sudden his religion or his color or where he came from didn't matter anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Right?
people are still actually saying it, though, aren't they? They're still saying,
Excuse
oh,
me.
you know.
Shush a minute. Hello.
Excuse me. Can I say
You know the
something?
most amazing thing is,
Yes.
Excuse me. Wait.
I'll try to fucking speak. Hello.
Brother, stop
Go
swearing,
on,
mate.
love.
They need to be swearing.
Hello, it's Brother Barry here, and I want to say that the
Oh,
takeover
are
the
you
UK.
a Gideon?
We are number one in the UK.
Oh, fuck off, you fucking
And I'll
idiot.
get back, Shadrach.
Go on,
Like
go away,
me now.
Barry.
Oh!
I've deleted him.
Good.
He's gone. Fucking raving lunatic.
I love him.
Look. Excuse me. Can I say something, please?
Yes.
You see all these rights, yeah? I mean, like the gentleman said, yeah? I mean, some people are just racist. Let's be honest. We all
You
know.
what, darling?
All this right has been happening. It's been happening in Sunderland, Newcastle, all this up north, right?
Yeah.
But when they came to London yesterday, do you know that they couldn't do nothing? They never turned up.
Okay.
They never turned up in Croydon. They never turned up because they were outnumbered.
Yeah, I saw a live stream of him from Croydon, and there were a lot of
They
people
were
waiting for him to
outnumbered.
turn up so they could counteract what they were
And
doing.
believe me, we was ready for them. We was actually ready.
Same up here in Sheffield yesterday. There were a planned protest, and people turned up to counter what they were coming to do, and they never turned up.
But what people don't get,
look, guys, we beat the National Front.
The government, they are actually.
We beat the National Front with unity, and we will do it again. Right? One of the guys who actually created the Anti-Fascist League, I had the pleasure of meeting him a few times, right? And he said to me at that time, he said, listen, at that time we were small in number. He goes, now we're tenfold.
Yeah.
Right? There are now more decent people. Listen, I will never ever, Lola, even when you come across the
Agree with
most
you there, Beth. We don't.
knuckle dragging races, I always try to think, you know what's his background? Where does he come from? Who has he interacted with? Because most of the time you will find these guys have not interacted with anyone apart from their own people. Right?
Yeah, well,
Now,
what's these noises? I don't know what these noises are. What's going on here?
I don't know, I think someone was had to be. I had negative perceptions of certain communities or certain thingy because I never mixed with them, right? But it's only when I started mixing with them and I realized, you know what, these guys are just like me and you, right? There was no misunderstanding anymore. So a lot of the time when these people talk about yesterday there was a classic, there was a girl, she was telling people about where they live and how they need to get out of that area because they're going to get brainwashed. But you know what? This is how stupid the girl was. He was calling Sharia law Sharon's law, which is what we say when we mock people to say, oh, are we having Sharon's law? And she was actually going, well, you know, Sharon's law, they're going to bring that in, you know, and they're going to, and we're like, what? Is this girl for real? I thought first she was trolling, but no, she was actually serious. She actually thought there was a thing called Sharon's law in Islam. And this shows you the level of understanding.
Yes,
and the
I
level,
couldn't agree more.
That's what makes it dangerous.
It's
You know what, darling? That's what makes it more
misinformation.
dangerous because when you got stupid people, you can't make them understand things. When someone's got a bit of intelligence and you have a conversation with them, they'll go away and reflect. But a stupid person, he will go from one ear and come out the
Because
other.
they don't want to learn, they don't want to hear it.
But you know what is right, lads?
Well, you know, if we're protesting against the government, if we're protesting against two-tier policing or whatever they keep saying, why are you burning libraries? What the hell did Greggs do to you? I can't get a cheese and plastic from there now.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's stupid. They're doing it.
What's the local library? I know most of them can't. I know most of them can't read, but what's the local library done to you?
Exactly. I mean that's where you know kids go and
the
learn
same
and
people,
stuff. It's stupid.
I know the funny thing is these same knuckleheads when they get caught by people and they're gonna get good education, they're gonna end up calling the same police on that tier 2. Say, please, can you come and beaten up? I just don't understand where people's brains are anymore.
Well, when we had the riot things outside the hotel in Rotherham, I don't know if you know this, Dale. One of the guys who he was the first person who were in court, I think he said it. And he said, no, it was the organisation, organiser, like, who sorted it all out. And he said the reason that they were there is because the illegal immigrants were threatening them with swords and machetes out the window and exposing themselves. Now, I'm damn sure they thought, fucking hell, let's flash these fuckers and wave some swords about. And he says, but there's no evidence of that. They ain't got that on film.
The funny thing
Listen,
is,
no, they ain't got that on film.
The funny thing is,
Fucking hell, they've got a footage minute by minute of the fucking of the riots, but they ain't got that. It didn't
exactly,
fucking happen.
and nothing of that.
What if it didn't even
Do you know what
happen?
he is? Look, Tommy Robinson is nothing but a sniffhead, right? He had an agreement with the court, which basically said that the lies are repeated in this film about that boy, I will not repeat again. But that was the condition that he actually got away with going to prison for in court.
Right.
So there was an agreement that he's never ever going to publish that documentary, and he was going to pay the Syrian boy certain amount of money. And he was going to pay the Syrian boy do that amount of money. And he was going to pay the Syrian boy. Which idiot is recording?
Someone again.
And he actually got done. Tommy Robinson right now is actually a wanted terrorist because he was he got pulled under terrorism and he ran away from UK.
Yeah,
he ain't coming back.
He's left country, hasn't he? Yeah, so he's wanted now because he's left country. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
Well,
coming
I
back.
have to go look all this up now. So you're all learning this new stuff like this.
I believe. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I believe he's on bail, and he's gone to another country. Obviously, on bail, you're not allowed to leave the country.
He's in Cyprus.
Nah, he's waiting.
Are you on about him? There was a picture of him on his sun lounger.
Excuse me. Apparently,
but apparently now he's moved to Athens.
He's waiting for the British government to go and pick him up and bring him to London.
What, in his private helicopter?
No. The police gonna go and pick him up because they need to face some charges here.
Bro, you know what it is? Tommy Robinson is nothing but a little mouthy little threat that you get in most pubs. He's backed by big people now. That's the issue. All right, the people behind Tommy Robinson. Look, he came here. Look, just look at Tommy Robinson. He disappeared for the last 4 or 5 years, right? Then all of a sudden, right, when these protests were happening about pro-Palestine protests and ceasefire protests, they needed something to stop them. Right? He came back. First they start Suella Bradman and them not trying to say, oh, you know, people feel frightened. Hang on, what about Muslims feeling frightened right now? No one mentioning that.
Exactly.
But you know what? But we carry on with that. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. We, you know, if it comes down to it, we'll have to do what we'll have to do at the end of the day. But you know what? The funny thing is, Tommy Robinson came here when there was people 500,000 to 1 million marching in central London every second Saturday, right? Now, he was brought here to stop that, right? Now, what he wanted to do was to do counter-protests, start fights so they banned both protests. It didn't work, right? So now, what's going on right now, again, they want to block those protests that are happening with Palestine, right? What will happen? These protests will go on. They'll pull out emergency laws banning protests, and that's what they're going to use on that. At the end of the day, Tommy Robinson is a paid Zionist. He's admitted it himself.
Maybe why does Robinson hate Muslims? Can I just a question? Why does he hate Muslims?
You know what? Having spoken to a few people in Luton, this was a long time ago.
And my family lives in Luton, and they went to school with him as well. I'm going to tell you.
Yeah,
so, let's see what you say.
There were a few rumors, right? One was that he was dating a Muslim girl or something, apparently, and he got effed off.
Right.
Another one is that he was running around with a few Asian boys. They were selling stuff, and he got beaten up and taken stuff off him. Right. And thirdly, I think someone said his sister or someone else from his family married a Muslim.
All right. Well,
I don't know any of them.
Maybe this is another one now. Yeah, he went to school with my nephew. Yeah. When he went to prison, obviously his girlfriend or a wife, so-called wife, she had to go and visit him, right? And she was using this taxi. So the taxi driver, every fortnight, he was the same taxi driver. So she started to have an affair with him. He's got mixed race children as well.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So his girlfriend or his wife was dating a Muslim. This is why he started to hate Muslims.
So his current kids right now, one of them is Pakistani.
Oh, well, not one of them, 2, 3 of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Believe me, because
Wow.
you see, he went to school with my nephew, and they know him personally, mate. Right? This is why because his girlfriend and his wife, he couldn't really say that that my wife is dating. His own friends started to hate that because whenever they used to see this guy with his wife, they used to tell Tommy Robertson, "Look, you need to put your missus under control, mate."
Wow.
Yeah.
I
This is
said,
why he hates Muslims.
if you look in the comment section, yeah, I put the name of the book, right? If anyone knows that book, just read it. If you want to know everything to what's going on.
Okay. Well, awesome. Whereabouts is it?
What's it called, brother?
David, then it's ICK. 1 minute, 2 seconds.
Oh, David Icke. Yeah,
Yes.
I read David Icke long time ago, bro.
All right, thank you. And everything he said in
Yeah,
his
David
book,
Icke.
and that's what's happening
From
right
the shadows.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Zionist
Listen, the way I look at it, Tommy Robinson and all these guys, Farage, they're all paid for. Right? Their basically aim is to cause unrest. But you know what? See, in UK right now, they're using like the racists here to cause unrest. But look at all over the world. Apparently, there's massive protests in Nigeria.
Yeah,
there's massive protests that we just seen in Bangladesh.
In Nigeria,
There's
about
basically
24 kids
the
died.
Hunger Games are starting.
Yeah.
We're heading towards a lot of like starvation. We're heading towards a lot of unrest.
Oh shit! What have we
And
done?
it's not
Carry
going to
on.
be too good, mate. Too
It's not gonna be too good. It's getting worse and worse. Because if you look at Nigeria, yeah, 25 kids died so far. All right, they're going through the same issue that we are going through. All right, in Bangladesh, in India, they're going through the same issue. So everyone's going through the same issue. Just people they don't seem to realize.
Even Israel has got massive protests against his own government. Yeah, people, like I said, in Syria, Jordan, everywhere in the world right now, I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 countries that don't have protests going on. Rest of the world, people ain't happy anymore. People, look, guys, I don't know if you remember, but in another 3 months' time, can you imagine? It's been 5 years since COVID first started. Where's them 5 years gone?
Trust me, bro.
And quickly.
It seems like the world has turned upside down. There is no more norm anymore. Right? There's no more this is the normal or this is how we used to do it. Everything is now you got kids that don't give a shit about anything. You got elders that don't give a shit about it. You got basically people
You
have
got
lost
kids
that.
having kids. That's the problem.
You got people got no compassion anymore, right? I remember when we were young, and I remember like coming. I went to Pakistan in 1984, and I come back in 1989. I remember living next door to my neighbors. We had like Jamaican family on one side, we had white families across the road, and you know what? It was so normal on Eid day or during Ramadan just to go give food to people. I didn't care who they were. Me, I'm from East London, bro.
All right, okay. I'm from Birmingham, mate.
Okay, so even now, I'll give you an example, right? See, like I got like few neighbors. I got Ukrainian family next door to me. I got Jamaican family. I got English family. When it comes to like certain times, or if I buy, let's say I buy something like a cake or something, and I didn't read it properly in the supermarket, and it's not suitable for vegetarian. Rather than me go back and get that £3-4, I know my neighbor will like it, so I'll just go drop it off. I like having my neighbors as, people from different places because we're learning from each other. What am I going to learn if I got the same people living next door to me that I've known all my life? I'm not going to learn anything. But if I've got an English family, I've got a Ukrainian family, I've got Yemeni family next to me, I've got people from all over the world next to me, man. If I'm going to be that ignorant and not to use that to better myself, then what am I going to do in life? We're going to become idiots. That's all we are.
Bro, let me tell you something. But you remember yesterday how everybody united? English, black, Asian, no matter what the color, no matter of the religion, everybody just came together.
That's what needs to be done. That's what needs to be done.
Yeah. Even the police was surprised. These people, they are together. Look, even the shopkeepers, everybody came out. I said, let them come. And they never turned up.
Brothers, if you look at historically, whenever something that was wrong, whenever it stopped not because of one or two people, it stopped because we all came together. Vietnam, yeah, all these little things, if you start thinking about them, right? Slavery. Listen, we can blame whoever we want. We can blame the white man, the brown man, the Arab, the yellow man, anyone. But at the end of the day, when it came to ending it was all of us. Yeah, we all stood together.
Trust me, bro.
The only way we're going to stop these scumbag now is like what we've done in the 90s and 80s, yeah? When see, I keep telling these idiots this, right? And I don't understand why it doesn't get through their thick head. I said, what makes you think that in the 80s and the 70s, when there was only maybe 350 or 500,000 of us, we beat up the BNP and National Front with the help of the English people? What makes you think 40 years later, when there's now maybe 5 million of us, that you think it's easier for you to do it now? When we're more organized, we got more access to things that you have got access to, right? So what makes you think that you're going to be able to just walk in and say, oh, immigrants out and we're going to pack our bags and leave? What makes you think that? I want to know what gives these people confidence to think, you know what, they can come up to Asian and black people now and start calling you the P word and the N word and think they can get away with it. I wonder what's changed that makes them think that they can do this.
Now, Ibi, they're actually making it worse for themselves. You know why? Because I'm a father of 5 children, right? And when they're listening to this, and they're all born here, and I've been here now 55 years in this country. This is all I know. I'm 58 years old, right? And when my children are seeing this, then they're saying, Dad, what's happening here? And you know what? Yeah. To be honest with you, they said, well, where do we go? Right? And these guys are against us. Where do we go? And automatically,
you're my brother's age, right? Now, my brother born in 66, yeah? Now, he and my other brother who's born in 69, the amount of, one of my older brother, he says the reason why he's so good at running, yeah, was because when he was small, when they were 7, 8 years old, he goes, we were running away from NF men.
Yeah.
Every day, we were running. We were trying to hide and fight these people running away, right?
Running and fighting.
Now, end of the day, like I said, we've come through that, right, and survived. Like you said, I've got children. I swear, my children do not have any sort of racism in them or anything, right? But what they've been seeing for the last 4 or 5 days, these English people going around shouting, F Allah, F Muhammad, F this, all immigrants out. Are you telling me that? Are you telling me that these children now are going to think, you know what? I'm going to integrate into the English society because these people want me
they're
here.
running away from them. They're hating them.
Yeah,
right? They're hating them.
You see, for my understanding,
see,
this is meant to be about the 3 little girls who died, right?
Yep.
And they're not even talking about it. So I think so. What exactly? It's like they all had a plan from day one.
The plan was basically to dehumanize Muslims. That's the plan. That's the honest truth, bro. And it's been going on for the last 4 or 5 years in the media. It's been going on around the world, Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan.
Media is an issue.
Man, the media
the media is run by Murdoch, who's a scumbag. So end of the day, this is why they want to ban TikTok, because this is only one of the only platforms where you can actually go and have a conversation like we're having now.
They need to go to China banned. For that.
Yeah, and this is what I'm trying to say. You know what? Enough is enough. At the end of the day, I always remember what my dad said to the police when This was during the 60s when the mosques were being attacked. And when my dad went to the local police station, he said, listen, maybe you are equating our peacefulness with weakness and cowardness. Don't make that mistake.
It's never gonna work.
Don't make that mistake. Because if it comes down to us defending ourselves, then you're not going to stop us. Yeah, so don't judge us as cowards or passiveness. All we're trying to do is keep the peace. Right?
People are scared of what's
And
different, but they don't understand.
And you know what the funny thing is? When the right wing were going around beating people up and burning and attacking people, no one said anything. But as soon as the Asian boys came out and they had their weapons to defend themselves, all of a sudden, oh, look at these thugs, look at these two-tier policing. Listen, if I'm inside my house, and you keep coming outside my house and you keep swearing, listen, you better believe that when I'm coming out my door, I'm not coming there in my sandals, right, with my hand. I'm coming with a baseball bat. Right? So if someone's gonna defend their community, they're not gonna come there barehanded. They're gonna come there tooled up to make sure that you don't come back there again.
Yeah, but you're having to defend your community from the people who live in it. It's stupid.
It's true. It's true. How much can you take? How much can you take? I mean, we want peace, but how much can you take? I mean, I'm a taxi driver, and I picked up a lad last night. He didn't even speak to me. When he went out of the car, he says to me, he said, "Hey, mate, how long you been here?" I said, "Mate."
That's rude.
Yeah, I'm a passenger. He said, "How long you been in the country?" I said, "Mate, let me ask you something. How old are you?" And he said, "I'm 25. I said, "I've been here longer than you. Longer than your dad, maybe."
But where's he got that from? All that to make that decision up?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's from his house, isn't it? It's from his mates, from his house.
Exactly.
You know.
Kids, I'm on about kids now. Kids don't see colour. I don't believe they do.
People, just to let you
Bro,
know.
I hope that cab passenger, I hope you reported him if he's on an app or you blacklisted in the
I did.
Just to let you know. Listen.
But you know what? Words like that I don't lose my sleep over it. You know, understand? I don't lose my sleep over it. I've gone through all that.
Everyone, please listen. This Monday, apparently, this Monday coming, all the workers, they're called the illegal migrants, they're all gonna walk out. Doctors, nurses, taxi drivers, they're all gonna walk out. Seriously, it's on.
We're not going nowhere, bro. We are not going nowhere.
What are they doing that for?
No, strike. They're gonna strike for 1 day, innit, of work, and see what happens.
Strike.
Yeah, general strike.
Oh yes.
And
like they did with that ambulance strike and stuff.
Yeah, they are.
You know what we should do? Hey, we should all get our reggae, our bhangra, our barbecues, our curries. We should all go down to this.
I don't know about barbecues in this weather.
Close our kebab shops, close our taxis for a day or two, right, and see what happens to them.
And let's have a street party.
Yes. Fucking too late. Too right.
Anyway, love you and leave you all, and have a good day, everybody.
Oh, can I just ask you something? You know, like people leave, like on Uber. I don't know who you work for, but like you can leave comments about your driver. You should be able to leave comments about passengers. Hey, did they allow that?
Oh, we do. I mean,
yeah. Oh, good.
But I get it, but I can answer them back as well. You understand?
Oh, can you?
I told him. I said, you don't know what. I said, do you know what Commonwealth was? So you know, and he just walked away.
Educating people who don't want to learn.
Yeah.
Imtiaz, brother Imtiaz. Lucky for him, this was in the 1990s when a baseball bat used to come out the boot.
Exactly. But you know what? This brother Imtiaz, I've been here 55 years, so I'm from Alam Rock, so you know what? I can take care of myself, and especially one against one, I'm good.
I mean, like that now. There's no. You know,
go on.
So wait, you're from Alam Rock,
yeah? You didn't hurt women and children and things like that. You got somebody's out, family home.
EDL, right? They came here 2-3 days ago, and they just wanted to march through Alam Rock, but no way. I mean,
where you from? Lala, where you from? Where you from in Pakistan?
I'm from Mirpur, mate.
What, Dadial?
No, Curry Sharif.
Curry Sharif. Oh, okay. I've got quite a few friends from Curry Sharif.
Yeah, I'm from Chechnya, mate. And
What
you
I'm
know,
going to say now, I'll get loads of comments for, but I want to go to bleeding Pakistan for heroin. Me, love, it grows in the bloody garden, doesn't it? Look, there's some really crap drugs round here. I'm thinking of moving there.
and where you from? From Pakistan?
Sheffield,
Bro,
love.
we're from Hadmabad. There's a guy from Chechnya that I know really well here, Ilyas. They got 5, 6 brothers. He had a very bad accident a few years back on a motorbike in Pakistan.
Well, okay. Well, you know what? Just we're not giving up. We stick together. And you know what I saw, I was glad to see our all the immigration, all the immigrants or whoever these guys are chanting against, that not actually giving a reaction.
Bro,
But we should all stick together as English people. All of us. You know, if you class England as your home, you are English.
I'm sorry to say, honestly, I'm not racialist, but they're thugs, all right, and they just needed something
not them,
to do.
not sticking with them. I'm on about peaceful stuff, you know.
Do you know what would really wind up this EDO lot, right? You know when these people at this protest, can you imagine if they start saying rule Britannia rule, or start doing what they don't like England. Can you imagine these confused races? They'll be like, where do we go now?
Well, you see, so I had one guy who's telling me on this platform, he said, well, why don't you leave? And I said, well, I can't leave. I said, I've got horses, I've got my farms. What do I do with that? I said, I need to find a buyer. He goes, you got horses? I said, yeah, I've got horses.
I love horses.
Have you?
Yeah, I've got horses. I've got a farm, mate. Yeah.
Absolutely love horses, mate.
What in Birmingham?
We in Warsaw.
Lala, I'm gonna add you, yeah. So next time I'm ever there, man, I'm gonna come there because my daughter loves horses. You know, she loves the Earth to Go program, innit?
You'll see me. You'll see my horses on my TikTok.
Chal, theek hai, I'm gonna add you, bro. Yeah, but listen, guys, I need you guys on.
Take my bro. And a host. Love you and leave you. Love you and leave you, everybody.
Yeah, lovely speaking to you, darlings.
And you, Bab. And you.
Cheers.
Fantastic.
Oh, I love horses, me. I used
Love
to get
you,
horses.
Lydia.
Oh, are you going? Are you leaving us as well?
Oh, well, yeah, because I've got to run around with this horse. I mean, my horse.
I believe
Yeah,
it.
I've got
They
to
take
run
up all
around.
your
Bab.
time, don't they? How many have you got?
I've got 4.
Oh, I wish you lived nearer to me. I absolutely love them.
I've got 4 horses and 1 dog.
Yeah, oh, I've got 2 dogs, 2 little chihuahuas.
I've got German Shepherd, Bab.
Oh, I'm right animal rights, me. I'm all for animals.
Yeah. I rather love animals than these dogs.
Exactly. It's just yeah. Nice
And if they ever come to Birmingham, you'll probably see my 4 horses and a dog, just waiting for them.
I don't know if I follow you or you follow me, but I will add you.
Okay, I'll add you as well, Bab.
Wicked, and don't forget to check my channel out on YouTube.
Okay, Bab.
Flying high, living low.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Love you.
Bye.
You know, it's like obviously everybody on here today has all had different opinions on everything, but not one person's had an argument. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't need to be, does it?
It doesn't need to be like that, no.
You know, well, apart from that raving lunatic we had. Fucking hell, he were a right raving one, weren't he? Fucking nutter. Christ. Well, I don't know how many people we've had viewing on that one. But listen, Dale, you need to go down, on like when you watch videos and you swipe up. Just follow, just press follow, and they'll follow you back so you can we can go side by side on screen.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Oh, I better take my dogs out. I might do another live though later because I want to get me subscribers up. But yeah, I thought gotta do one. But fucking hell. How do you know how many people have been on?
I'm not sure. There were quite a few though, well over 100 at one point.
Oh God, we've reached my opinions of a crackhead. I mean, I don't like that when people some What's drug use? And just because I talk to you, that means you're on drugs? No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
Judgmental again, innit?
Yep.
Right, I'm going to now go and have something to eat. So I'm going to love you and all and leave you all, guys. So keep your eye out for the next debate. I'll message you. I'll message you on Facebook in a minute. Dale, love.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, darling. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Oh, I don't know how you bleeding do this, me, again.